joining us. It's Mike, and Remy Network is live on location at Condo Conference 2025 with Condo Business Magazine. And while we're here, we're going to meet a wide array of great experts on different topics, and this show's no exception. Don't forget to subscribe and tell a friend about it in the industry, and make sure that you get the notification button pushed, because every time we do something new, you'll be notified about it. Today we're talking to Jordan from LocoMobiWorld. Jordan, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks a lot for having me, I appreciate it.
Now, you didn't come from far to be at the conference. You guys are a local GTA?
Yes, sir. So we are completely Canadian, manufacture everything in-house in Niagara-on-the-Lake, and all of our software all developed here in the GTA. Our head office is in Mississauga, so we're definitely proud to be here as a partner and working with all great Canadian companies and partners everywhere.
Oh man, it warms my heart to hear that. And so now, let's talk about what you guys do, because you are sort of the entrance and exit point for many people. Security, entrance and exit is a big thing right now. And you guys handle all of these different technologies that apply to parking and I guess control and all of these things. Yeah, no,
totally. So what we've done is we've seen an industry that is fairly archaic when it comes to technology. There hasn't been much savviness in the last 20 years or so. You see things like fobs, remotes being passed around. You need gadgets to get in. When you invite a visitor at a building, you have to go get the visitor to come inside, put a piece of paper on the dashboard, then go back to your car. It's a total crazy process. So what we've done is we create an entire frictionless experience through cameras and through cloud software. And how that experience works is essentially you drive up to a facility, it reads your license plate, identifies your whole vehicle, and again, we're not looking at just a license plate, but the whole vehicle using computer vision to say if you're allowed a permit or not, and you get provided access. And with that, what can you do with that information? You can detect things like tailgating, which is one of the biggest issues in condos today, is tailgating. I can't tell you how many times we've been contacted by the police to help with operations that they know that are going on inside of buildings of people tailgating and parking cars in their building that are stolen and whatnot. And what we've designed our system to do is kind of intertwine the world of security into parking. Public safety is never going away in this world, that's the number one thing, but parking operators and managers, there's not really a need for them when you have a security team. So what we've seen is that we have a...
Oh, I see, as a separate team.
Yes, so a lot of the sites today, a lot of the facilities, when you've got a parking garage that might have a commercial component, you might have a residential component, they're two separate systems that don't even talk to each other.
Yes, true, actually.
And it's kind of like, why is that the case? Why do you have a parking operator managing just the parking area when you have a security team already doing patrols? So what we've done is we've kind of flipped the industry on its head using our technology, using computer vision to basically detect things, look at things to tell you alerts in real time so that your team can be proactive and not actually have to be monitoring things. They can be told when things are going on. So as we know that a property manager, we know that a concierge has a million things going on, whether it's an angry resident, whether it's a visitor, whether it's a delivery.
You're right, there could be a million things at that moment.
Why do they have to worry about parking? They shouldn't have to. So what we've done is adding that extra layer of security into the experience makes everybody feel a lot more comfortable where they park their vehicles, they're a lot more secure in these parking garages where lots of crime happens. And really what we're doing is we're creating an entire frictionless experience. The first thing you do when you go somewhere is park, and that's also the last thing that you do. And people don't realize that.
That's why I said it's the entry point and the exit point from your experience just about anywhere. And frankly, in the GTA alone, and I would imagine you guys are wide sweeping with your client base, but just in the GTA, parking is a major hassle. I mean, anywhere you go that you want to visit, it can be a problematic thing that it doesn't necessarily, and everybody says the same thing. Why does it have to be this way?
And it's the number one prohibitor to people taking their car anywhere. They go, where am I going to park? I want to go to the Jays game. It's how much is parking? Where are we going to park? How long is it going to take? And they just say, let's just take public transit. But the problem with that is public transit in Toronto these days is very expensive to take the GO train. And
it's not necessarily the safest either, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. So what do? You have to incentivize people to come and get in their car and park places. Right. So we even have an app where we can bring people in through a promotional engine called MoveBee, where we can send out real-time offers like Groupon and come park at your facility. So if you want to come park at my facility, and say it's $20 at this place, but it's only $22 at ours, or sorry, $20 or $19 at ours, then you're going to come to our facility to park. And then basically we incentivize you by providing local offers with linking up with merchants in the area. So maybe it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, your coffee shop's not very busy. I push out an offer, hey, come to our coffee shop, I'll give you 25% of your coffee if you park on site. Or vice versa, we'll give you free parking and you can if you come and get a coffee inside.
That is really cool, Jordan.
So we've designed to make the experience as frictionless and as easy as possible for users.
So let me ask you this. The current scenario that you guys have built is more workable for building management. It's more workable for residents and their guests, I would imagine. This must be a value add when you're renting, or you're trying to sell a condo, or you're trying to market a building. To be able to say ease of access, more secure than normal, using the most advanced technologies. This must be a selling point for these buildings.
100%,
actually.
and I would agree with you on that because most of the developments that we are in, we get in at the early design stages. So we see them all the way from the selling points of the condos where they've sold maybe 20%, they haven't even started breaking ground yet, all the way to the finished product where, everyone's moved in. So we've seen the whole trials and tribulations that they go through from the very beginning, and we know that one of the things that they deal with is the parking garage is always built first.
Right.
So the earlier you get into that design stages, you can design and help them with the design and understand how the technology works and where the best locations are, so they don't have to run surface conduits later on and be more expensive
I
and
was going to
whatnot.
ask you, if you're in at the earliest stages, that means that they can actually build around you, the traffic flow.
Exactly, you got it. And where I'm going with that is, when they have a building, one of the selling points is on the early stage we see is they want to put on their website is license plate recognition system, visitor management, frictionless access. People care a lot about their cars, and in today's world, as you know, with the catalytic converters being stolen for precious metals and all that, it's becoming more important to keep your cars secure.
Your entire car can be taken. Did you know this, Jordan? And
You're allowed.
It's happening a lot.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And we know that that's just going to keep, it's just crime, public safety is always number one.
Yeah.
So if we can come up with systems to tell you in real time when something is happening rather than wait till afterwards.
Totally.
Because a lot of CCTV these days is you have to go in, look at the tape, that car's already shipped off to across to the Middle East. It's already gone.
Oh, you can find it listed. If you go to the right dealership online, you can find your car. Well, look, I think this is really cool, and I love the idea that you guys have made this frictionless is such a great word, because the last thing we need is more friction in our day behind the wheels of our car, accessing our homes, allowing people access to our lives and visitors. So I think this is really cool. Where can people find out more about what you're doing?
So you can go to our website. It's at www.LocoMobiWorld.com. You can also
LocoMobiWorld.com.
And you can also check out our LinkedIn page, which we've got, I think that's probably our most active page we have. I would check out our LinkedIn page. You can find a lot of updates on new cool solutions that we've got, new project updates, new shows that we're going to. We do have our first in industry, you never see anywhere else, Mobi autonomous parking enforcement and security robot, which you can see at the show here. You come by the booth and check it out. It'll be the first in industry commercialized in 2026. It'll be able to go up and down parking aisles of garages outside, read license plates, and in real time write tickets. And then also as well, it can be used as a security mechanism to basically help your guards and alleviate them and be able to monitor areas that they're not involved in and detect certain things like smashing glass, people yelling for help, people lying on the ground that might be in distress. Our robot can actually has 360 vision. It can detect these things and send alerts to a call center or to the cops, wherever it is that you want it to go. So really our solutions are designed to control entire communities, cities, and be proactive and give basically you the tools to do your job and also streamline management's job as well.
Wow, amazing technologies, all put into the right place with a robot to boot. You can't beat that. Well, look, I'll tell you what, I'll put the link in the description where people can find out more. Jordan, thanks for taking the time at the show, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Mike. I appreciate it and happy to be here.